Hi everyone, welcome viewers, I'm Petey and today we'll continue survival. You may wonder about the big blue selection cube behind me. It's there because that's where my house will be. Epic building content is coming soon. From now on I'll be using this one mod to help me with building because well I'm not very good at building nicely. Still, I'd like to tackle bigger building projects. This is already a huge project for me. And so if I use this mod, I'm sure I'll be able to build nice houses. But even so, I still have to gather the blocks myself and place them, so I'm the one building it. I just have some help with how it looks. Here you can see that I still need to do some landscaping, by the way. I need to remove this dirt, and if I lower the level, you'll see it come down. So here you can see that I definitely have to remove these, and I also have to cut down those trees as well. I try to place this structure somewhere it looks the best. Okay, so I still have to remove these here. I also need this axe because the trees will be cleared out of the way. Then I quickly did the landscaping here, but sorry I didn't use the replay mod yet. However, for most of the house building and furnishing I will use it and it's going to look really cool, just wait for it. Alright, and I had enough dirt for the whole process, that's what I'm talking about. And now I can check what blocks I need for the construction. I need 2,973 pieces of light grey wool. Let's start with the wool. I actually need light grey color and I do have a wool farm, so I'll just dye all my sheep grey here. That's exactly what I did, but before that I needed a lot of shears for this farm. Then I collected some ink sacks so I could craft grey dye, from which I made light grey dye, and then I used it on all my sheep, all 3 of them. After that, while the wool was piling up under this farm, I moved it to my current storage, and I even made a little Hungarian flag pattern out of them. After that, I quickly set out and flew away from home because I needed a jungle sapling. After I got that, I grabbed some bone meal at home and started farming wood since I'm going to need a lot of jungle planks. Trust me, I gathered this fast. I recommend this tree farm to everyone. You can see how I built it in the last episode. While saying this, I collected lots of jungle wood. Then I flew off to find a dark oak forest since I needed dark oak and can't grow it in my farm because it only grows on 4 blocks and saplings won't grow alone. Luckily, I didn't need much, so I gathered it quickly. After finishing and dropping everything at home, I finally went to the nether for quartz. Now, this was a really long process. I had to collect quartz for quite a while, but I finally got it done. And now let's neatly pack all this wood here into shulker boxes, and then we can bring in the dark oak as well. Actually, it fits right in next to the jungle wood. That's great. And then of course I still need to gather the black stained glass from here. For that I really just need the dye from outside because there's plenty of sand here. I need 208 pieces of that black glass, which actually comes out to about 3.5 stacks. So I'll put these back. Actually, I won't put this away. I need to smelt it, of course, right? And guys, now I pretty much have everything I need to start building. I'll put the quartz blocks next to each other here and the wood and sand over here separately, or rather the glass. And then I'll fly over to get the wool. Let's see. This is how much it's produced so far, and this is what I need the most of. Alright, one shulker box is full, so let's put the rest in the other one and then let's see what this shows altogether. 2,050 pieces so far, still need 900 more, wow. At least they'll keep adding up as I build. Okay, and then we'll nicely place the wool here as well. And guys, I'll start the construction, but first the crafting, we just need to take down the house. This first level is what I need, so first I have to go for the wood. Finally, the construction has started. At first I build quickly and enthusiastically with strong momentum, but let's see how furnishing goes. Woohoo! We've reached the point where I have to place the lanterns, all 3 of them, but I think they're only needed here because there's going to be a hole in the house and to prevent mobs from spawning there. So honestly, it doesn't really matter what kind of light block it is. It could even be a torch here, I think, since it won't even be visible there. But if it does end up being visible, I'll replace it. But for now, it doesn't look like it's going to be visible. Let's speed things up a bit. And guys, the floor of the first level is done, or you could say the ceiling of the ground floor, but right now we're full of mobs. Alright, for now I'll light it up with torches just so there won't be any mobs inside. Alright, so actually there aren't that many mobs here. I'll just fight them off quickly. No problem, no problem. I can aim. Okay, hi there, and let's light it up really quickly. Yes, that's how the mod works. These torches shouldn't be here, but I'll remove them later. Alright, I think this will be good, and now let's add the other levels too. And my epic house is finished. I just need to furnish it, of course, and put in the doors. I haven't put in the doors yet. There are doors missing on that level too, and here as well, but it's done. Welcome to my new survival house. And yeah, I just need to furnish it now, guys, so let's start decorating. First, I started by building a plasma television. I definitely wanted to make one of these. I used a YouTube tutorial like with everything else I built. I chose what to build and where to put everything, so I arranged the entire house myself. I'm currently building a high-end gaming laptop. Originally, I wanted to build a PC setup, but no matter how hard I tried, none of them worked out. But at least the laptop looks good. Then I also built an Xbox with a separate television going all out because I decided that the middle level should be a gaming and chilling area. That's why I'm only making decorations on this level. I tried to use consistent colors. I followed this black, white, gray, brown combo. Sometimes I didn't follow the tutorial videos exactly, but I modified the buildings. Then I could add the lighting too, since that's important as well. A bit of live greenery in this corner provides fresh oxygen and also serves as nice decoration. The next device will be a Nintendo Switch. I've never had one, but I think it looks cool. We need a fireplace here, so if winter hits, I won't freeze completely. Yeah, this will heat up the whole house. Next, let's go upstairs. First, I built a jacuzzi. It's set high because the floor isn't thick enough for a lower one and still get the water to steam. If there's already a jacuzzi, we can't go without a sauna either. Ah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Two more little things up here on the roof, a table and a sunbed. But the ground floor is still left to do. The most important level is only being built now because actually the whole idea for the house came from this, to have more space, and now it's finally happening. And now that the house is completely finished, I'd like to do a house tour, an apartment showcase to show what's where in this house and why I designed everything the way I did. First of all, here we are on the ground floor where there are a lot of chests, and for now all of them are empty. It's no secret, this is just a storage room. As you know, I've had problems so far with not having enough space, not enough chests, but I think after this I won't have any problems with that for a while. And I know I could have placed more chests, but I tried to design the whole thing so that when the update finally comes to Java Edition and there are copper golems, they can walk up these little stairs, and I think they'll be able to reach this upper chest as well. In fact, if they can reach here too, then I can put one there as well, and then here and here and here too, so actually I can put one everywhere. Right now, I'm unsure how high the golems can reach, so I haven't moved my things yet. When the update arrives, the golems will sort everything here in a separate area. In the replay mod recordings, I built it wrong at first by adding stairs here, even though I meant to have rows of chests to keep the middle space open so I could access and view all the chests. So this is fully set up here, so this many chests are more than enough for me, and how it will be organized will really be a separate part later. I haven't built anything here yet. I honestly forgot about this part. Maybe I could add a small kitchen, a sink, or a toilet. You know what, guys? Write in the comments what you think I should put in this little area. Oh, and the terrace. I could also make a little sitting area on the terrace and maybe put a stove and stuff there, but I haven't done that yet. Anyway, let's go up one level higher. So, here's my little plant plantation. I had to put something in this corner too. I think it's better than leaving it empty. And of course, here's my bed. It's already dark outside. Can we sleep? Yes, and that's perfect. Look at the beautiful view we sleep with. You can even see the blue flame from the fire on the left. I specifically put blue lights here and also a blue fire there to follow a certain style. I didn't really put anything on the balcony except for lighting, but there's lighting everywhere, so mobs can't spawn here, guys. And of course, here's the Nintendo Switch. I'm afraid to hit it again, it might break. So here's the Xbox, but we can sit here and pretend we're playing on the Xbox. By the way, I like this armchair or sofa much more than the other one, but I specifically wanted to make two different kinds so they wouldn't be the same. And now we've arrived at the design under the television, which is my favorite part of the house, so this was bound to happen eventually, guys. I think it's time for the series to slow down a bit. I added small pillows to the couch so you can sit here comfortably. I could have put a minecart too, just like in this chair here, and you can really sit in this one. You can tap on it like this, as if using it, though it's clearer to an observer. Yes, the laptop. As I said before, I got a laptop because I couldn't build a gaming PC. I simply couldn't find a video that was about Java Minecraft and for the version I'm using. So for the latest one, they were all for Bedrock Edition or outdated, so they no longer worked in 1.21.7. Still, I really like this laptop. And on this side, there's just light as well. Here on the balcony, there's light. Sometimes less is more, you know? Oh yeah, I did put 2 flowers there, so those are there. But I was also thinking here, maybe a pool table here or some hanging decorations here. I'm not sure it would improve the look, since I'd still have to dodge around it if I want to run through here. Maybe adding more things here wasn't a good idea. That's exactly why I didn't do it. I know there's a lot of empty space here, but at least you could invite a lot of friends. Not that that's ever going to happen.
Alright, now let's move on to the next and also the last floor.
Here to the roof area, where first of all we can find a sauna. If we turn right here, we can crawl in here. The space is tight by design. You can't sit, but you can squat in the middle. You can suffocate in the smoke like this. Very nice. I also placed a grey leather helmet on an armor stand in the corner. It's like, you know, that thing where the heat comes from, the hot air. This is like a Finnish sauna. Okay, and if we come out from here, we find a table in front of us where we can sit down and have a meeting with ourselves. Yes, but I made a table and extra seats in case, never mind. So here's a jacuzzi, of course, and I built it this high for a reason. Because if you look, the campfire is down here. You see there inside there, and below that is already the lower level. I couldn't set the campfire any lower. Another option could have been to take the campfire out of there so the water wouldn't be smoking, and I could lower the whole thing by 1 block. Well, I don't know, I want the water to be smoking. It just looks cooler this way. This is totally fine for me. It doesn't bother me that my pool is a bit high, and now we've reached the last part of the house, which is none other than this beautiful sunbed, which can't be used during the day, but don't let that ruin your illusion. This sunbed is under the roof, which, after considering all options, makes this second level my favorite. The gamer, television chill out level. I would have built another beanbag here, but I don't know how. I just place a wool block as the beanbag. That's it for this video. Thanks if you watched to the end. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.